the Arcturians have been really coming in. It's like they're coming back. By coming back, I mean, because they didn't ever actually leave, but they've been like, hello, are you ready for us? I have a thing that I do is I write in my journal, and boy, they're just popping up all the time. The Arcturians, they're like, okay, are you getting ready? Are you getting ready? Are you getting ready? This is not the only planet, and you have to stop all that nonsense that's bad for the planet that you have, because it's going to expand to more than one planet. And then if you have 2 or 3 planets that you think you can fix and you end up messing up, then that'll really be a mess. As humans on planet Earth, we haven't even figured out how to do it together with half our neighbors, so we're going to have to do it together with other planets. The better than who is third dimensional wartime. As soon as somebody's better than somebody else, then they have to get all warmed up and look at all the wars that have been conned up with that. Well, we're better than you, or what would you have, or you're not as good as me, so we're going to come take it. I think it's going to be harder and harder for people to play that game, because I think that the Galactics aren't going to play with us. The Galactics are, hey, you guys, that was a long time ago. Now you need to move on. This is not the only planet, and yet, as you know, there's other planets that they're thinking like, something that they're a part of and we're a part of. And what's happening now is that more and more these interactions are occurring. There's things in outer space that are happening, interacting with our third dimension. Our third dimensional way of expanding or moving through is moving into a higher, 5th, 6th, more dimension. We're beginning to remember, but we don't know what we're remembering. There's more movies that have stuff about that, more books that have stuff about that. So the general population is stepping more forward. It gets a little less crazy. It is the now. It is the now. This is it. What we've got so far is good. We're starting to get something, but this little something else that is there. I think we're ready to take a step, a transition. How do you experience that?
It reminds me of that feeling when something's like on the tip of your tongue and you're like, I don't have a word or a way to describe this, but like I can see it, I can feel it, it's like right there. I like this perspective of it is the now from the Arcturians, in the sense that these are beings that are outside of time. So their perception on what this is the now means and what our perception may be, I think could also be two different things. And I think we're starting to expand on the other side of that perception. I think we're starting to open to, okay, what does that mean in and outside of time?
It's not about the 3D as much as it is that our 4th and 5th and 6th and beyond is beginning to awaken. And as that awakens, then we're going to start having more and more interactions with beings that aren't Earth beings in a different frequency. And I've been seeing inside, floating around inside this other planet. I'm not in the planet or on the planet, but there is another planet that is going to be a part of our reality. I keep getting that. Mars. I mean, I just got Mars. And everybody's like, oh, Mars is an enemy, it's the red planet, and blah, 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 and all that stuff. And no, it's not. It's a member of our family. It's one of our family members. It's a great planet. It's not ours, but it's a great planet. The Arcturians are the ones that remind everyone. They are the ones that were like first in the deserts and moving beyond the deserts and down in to the core of the planet. They have been in the core of the planet. And it's a high as we can go and deep as we can go. And that's what the Arcturians wanted to say. To go high as we could go and go deep as we could go. And know that there is no difference between the two. And I remember a while back, we were on a vacation and we were out in the middle of kind of nowhere. And I kept having these, I'd go down for a nap or take a walk, but I kept going to the center of the earth. It was the same every time. But it was in the desert where this happened. That you could, the entryway was in the desert. What happened is that I went down and round and round. It's one of those, you're going down, it's not like a straight line, it's a circle line. So you're learning more new and more different things as you're going around. And there was one place where it was like with the women, and all the women went into these baths and they did all these different, priestess things. It was the priestess bath, and then the men, they stayed a little closer to the surface. The women stayed more down inside of the core of the earth. And the men, especially the warrior men, protecting. They were their protectors. And then, of course, there was the in-between, not all man, not all female. It didn't have, oh, you're a man and that's all you are. In fact, as we went more and more into the center of the earth, we became more and more one, more and more together. And I think that's what's going to happen.